In this video, we are going to go over the new Nano Banana Pro image generator and its integration into Kittl. Now, Kittl has been working on their AI workflows for several months now, and it's been getting better and better. And the addition of this particular image generator may just change the way you approach AI designs. I find this model very exciting because it can gracefully take in a lot more context. It can take in multiple images and not forget anything. It can take very long prompts. It can even do both of those things at the same time. And when you take this model and you integrate it into Kittl's interfaces, it can get very powerful very quickly. It's more expensive than the previous model, but that's because it's linked into the best LLM model that Google has to offer with Gemini 3. And even with all that being said, it's still cheaper than GPT Image 1, which is slower and does not perform quite as well as this model does. And I'm going to show you some of the approaches that you can take so you can do it for yourself. So let's jump into Kittl. Okay, so here we are in a Kittl project. I've taken a bunch of screenshots after typing in t-shirt in Etsy, and these are some of the designs that I had show up for me. So before we get started with that pool of images, I wanted to show you something that I found pretty cool. And it was this cool cat design, and I don't actually remember where I found it. I just took a screenshot of it because it was a cool idea to me. And what I wanted to do with this example design is to test the capability of the image generator to handle something complex. Like these are all cats that are making letters, and that's pretty complex. So what I did to test it was I ran it with this simple prompt, and in order to get to the smartboard, you can click the canvas and you can either click this arrow or click add smartboard over here. And what I did was I clicked this, and then I was able to type in at the bottom, which is different. It used to be in this sidebar. It's now at the bottom. I think it's a better design choice overall. And what I did was I said, take this idea of spelling a phrase by manipulating animal images in atomically correct ways and apply it to dogs with the phrase good boy, using multiple dogs if necessary to keep it anatomically correct. And as you could see here, it didn't fully get it anatomically correct in this one, but it gets pretty close in all of these, and it's probably just a matter of running the image enough times or taking the ones that are successful and mixing and matching. So after running it a few times, we got a G here, and then because these are facing each other, it looks more like O's. And then this one, it didn't work out. But if you selected this and you mirrored it, it would be able to be a lowercase d. So this is very nearly usable. And then same kind of thing here. I think that most people would forgive this tail because it isn't supposed to be realistic. It's just supposed to be like a fan art type of t-shirt for people who are dog owners. But anyway, that is something that we could never have expected out of any other image generator. So this is very exciting. This is very close to being a very highly competent, intelligent design tool in which we can almost make it go full auto with a few sentences. And the fact that we have it here in this Kittl interface makes it very easy to see and manipulate. And if you want to clean it up, you can always do a simple ask here of isolating the elements on a white background, and then you can process out the white background. So in that example, we had a complex ask of one image, and we ran it a few times to see where that took us. But where this new image generation model really shines is its ability to take in multiple images, understand what you're talking about, and gracefully handle complex instructions using existing images. Okay, so it might not be immediately obvious how to integrate multiple images into a single smartboard, but Kittl did make it pretty intuitive. Once you do it for the first time, you're not going to forget how to do it. So all we need to do is create one of these artboards, but I just made a copy of one of the other ones, And all we would do is we would drag our image or design into this, and we would size it, center it, whatever we need to do. And then we can click the artboard, and instead of just clicking it, we click and hold, and then we drag it over to the smart board over here. And as you can see, all 4 of them are integrated into the smart board now. But since we're not integrating this particular artboard, we'll go ahead and delete it. So in this one, we have a band shirt and a cowboy core, vintage retro type of UFO design. And then we have this strange looking creepy frog that says I have to say weird stuff or I will die. So what can we do with these 3 images? It turns out with Nano Banana Pro, we can ask it to do basically whatever we want, because we ended up with this image that integrates elements from all 3 images. So let's take a look into what we asked. We fed it all of these, and then all we did was we said take the color palette from the UFO cat landscape, use the Fleetwood Mac design layout without any of the words from that layout, integrate the words and frog drinking coffee as the central design elements. And this did a beautiful job of that. It properly integrated the text. It kept the design elements from the band shirt, and it did a very good job here, which is something that we have not been able to do with any previous image generators, at least not this gracefully. So we have a couple more interesting examples here. We have this popular design style, and obviously since this is an embroidered one, we would have to handle it differently if we were actually making an embroidery type design. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to take each of these images and find a way to combine them, and it was fairly simple to do, right? All we did was we took the frog out of the frog riding a bike image, and we put it on a goose, and we had him holding a sword. We told it which words to use, and we also told it which style to use. And then, given all of those instructions, it properly adjusts for the correct design style. It's in this style. It's not in the embroidery style. And we've got it on a goose. It's very well handled. It chooses the correct text. And then we can obviously isolate it on a white background so we can process it and put it on a light colored t-shirt. And then we've got this over here, which is another pretty solid set of pretty relevant types of designs. They're closer to each other than some of the other ones have been. And it's in this like ink sketch style. Ink sketch style again over here with the overthinking niche. And what we did was we took the 2 images, we added a prompt, and it's very obviously the same cup. It's this character in a similar pose to the frog, and I think it's very well done. So all we did was we took the raccoon character and we posed it and matched the style and words of the frog design. And then we can simply isolate it over here. Okay, so that was the new Google Nano Banana Pro version integrated into Kittl. I think that with the power of this model and all of the intelligent AI scaffolding that Kittl has put in place, it makes it so that your AI workflows can be much better and more efficient. And if you're interested in checking this out for yourself, there's no better time to sign up than right now, because Kittl is running a Black Friday promotion this week. The links and details will be in the description down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.